So I'm really excited to see this because you see a guy like Jeffrey Alexander, who's ranked number 16, and a guy like Giraldo, ranked number 18. They have two different styles, but the two opposite styles clashing together really creates an interesting match. Jeffrey Alexander being a guy, first of all, three-time NCAA qualifier, really quick, fast-paced, and super, super strong. Technique isn't as great, but on the other end, Anthony Giraldo, super strategic, extremely good technique, and extremely perseverant and methodical.
Should be a good one here at 133.
You see the strength there right away. Wow.
That's going to be 2 points for Alexander, and now he's got Giraldo on his back.
This is a rare sight here. But Giraldo will stay composed here. He'll stay composed here.
Alexander dominating.
He's not going down. I think he's going to spin out of this. They're on the edge now. If he can just get himself out of bounds.
Giraldo looking to escape. Getting close to that boundary.
This is getting really bad here. And this is going to be a really close call.
Giraldo spins out of it.
Just as I said earlier, he's a very composed wrestler. Even in the worst situations, he can get out of it. Although this hasn't gone in his favor and he started off the match 6-0, he'll get the escape here and he'll stay composed, and I think he'll be able to fight his way back and make this close by the third period.
And what a start for Jeff Alexander to that match. The immediate takedown and then with some good back points. Giraldo, as you said, that could have gotten real ugly real quick because the way Alexander was rolling around with him in control, honestly could have been a chance for even worse, maybe even a pin scenario here early in the first period between these two.
As one-sided as it was, that intro to the match almost characterized both wrestlers because you saw how quick and fast-paced and strong Alexander is, but then you saw how composed, even in the worst situations, Giraldo is and how strategic he can be, even when he's faced right on his back. And there's an escape right there, so it's 6-1, and he's already starting his comeback. Let's see what he's got.
Jeff Alexander, the Pittsburgh native, 92 career wins. He is 7-1 this year and is 3-0 in Big Ten duels. So Anthony Giraldo looking to be the first Big Ten opponent to beat him in a duel this season.
And he's really fluctuated too. He was as high as number 7 in the country last season. So he's no one to play with. He might be ranked 16th now, but he has the potential to be in that top 10 ranking.
Giraldo no slouch either, 13-7 overall this year. The two are going to come back to the center of the mat.
You can see because of the strength advantage that Alexander has, he really wants to be locked up, whereas Giraldo kind of wants some space between the two.
More space, looking to make this a more quick match, get out in space. Let's see what Giraldo can do against Alexander.
He's looking for a Russian right here, grab it in the arm. Hopefully he can reach in for that leg. He has a little bit of a length advantage, so he can use those long arms to maybe get the leg of Alexander and kind of get around him and not have to worry about strength as much as more focus on technique.
See Giraldo, head down. Looking to get Alexander. He's got him around that midsection there, you can see.
So now underhooks is where he doesn't want to be. This is the scenario he doesn't want to be in because that gets sucked in, and Alexander utilizes that strength. He can toss him right back down to the mat, and we'll have the same situation we had in the first 30 seconds of the match.
Back to neutral they go. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Alexander leads Giraldo 6-1. 20 seconds to go.
See if we get a quick takedown here. Only 15 seconds left. Not too sure about it.
Alexander was going for the leg. It was a good job by Giraldo to back away and escape. 6 seconds to go in the first period. The two remain locked up. Late chance there at the end. But the buzzer will sound, and we'll go to the second period between Anthony Giraldo and Jeffrey Alexander, with Alexander leading 6-1. Here you see Jeffrey Alexander, the redshirt senior, criminology and criminal justice major from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Giraldo, just a redshirt freshman, starting out on top here. Trying to get around that midsection, looking to bring down Alexander. to the center they go.
It's going to be a tough job for Giraldo to hold Alexander on top just because of that strength discrepancy. But if he can get those legs in and really flatten him out, then he has a chance to hold him for a little bit. Once again, that riding time isn't past a minute, and now it's winding back down towards 30 seconds. So that's good for Giraldo to do just to avoid that one extra point that Alexander would get when the match ends.
Giraldo and Alexander. Methodical match here so far. Giraldo looking to get advantage, taking out that leg on the left side.
He's not rushing into it. That's key, because if he tries to overstep his boundaries and, take one step too far too early, it could result in him flying back to his back again. That's an excellent move there by Giraldo to turn him back out to his knees.
Giraldo, but a nice job by Alexander to escape it for a second, and now back and forth they go.
Run him out of bounds here. That would be smart, because then he'll get back to the center.
Back to the center they will go.
And now riding time is actually all the way down to 9.1 seconds, so Giraldo's almost has it in his favor now.
6-1, Jeffrey Alexander over Anthony Giraldo with 57 seconds to go in the second period. Anthony Giraldo, the number 18th ranked wrestler in the 133-pound weight class. It's going to be 1 point on the escape for Jeff Alexander. 7-1 Maryland. Giraldo again looking to go low, take out that leg. But Alexander showing off some of that strength and quickness, not allowing him to. And there it goes again. But this time Giraldo got a piece.
He's got to finish here. He's got to suck that leg in. And he's got to keep moving forward. And now he's got to free that ankle, or else this is going to end up being a stalemate. It's right out of bounds. That's a tough break there for Giraldo. Tough break.
Giraldo looked like he was gaining a little bit of momentum right there on that move.
Yeah, you can see with Giraldo, different from some other wrestlers, endurance isn't really a problem for him. And throughout the match, he just gets better and better because he begins to figure his opponent out. And as he feels them out and he uses his methodical style, he really figures out how to take them down and how to beat them straight, pretty much as simply as I can say it. And that's why I'm not too concerned with the fact that he's down by 6 going into the last period, because if there's one guy in the team that can still win a match in the third period down by 6, it's Anthony Giraldo.
Anthony Giraldo, good start to this season. He placed 4th at the Midlands, including a win over 2014 All-American Earl Hall of Iowa State. So Giraldo's used to having to go against some tough competition. Down 7-1 here as the third period begins against number 16, Jeffrey Alexander. Alexander leads 7-1.
He's got to get a quick escape here so he has time to work with.
Giraldo looking to escape now on that left knee. Alexander still got him.
He's got to push. He's got to turn those hips around and push those hands off. Now he's almost up. He's got to run it. Alexander's too strong for him.
Alexander said absolutely not. He put him right back down to the mat. It looked like Giraldo was going to get away with that escape right there, TJ. He did not, and now Alexander's got him right where he wants him again.
Now at that half end, it's going to be a lot more difficult for him to stand up as he already sat him back down. That's an excellent spin out there. And that's 1 point. That's an escape for Giraldo right there.
It's a good job by Giraldo to escape. Now down to a 5-point deficit, and this works for Giraldo as well, as now the two will go back to the center.
Now he's got to get to work. So he took a little bit long to stand up, so he's going to have to get a takedown and some sort of tilt, or he's going to have to take him down, let him up, and keep taking him down again. But I don't know if that's going to work with the strength discrepancy between the two wrestlers.
There was that takedown attempt by Giraldo, but again, Alexander quick and equal to the task. So now Giraldo going high. Alexander grabbing that right leg of Giraldo.
And being in a position like this now kind of puts the match out of reach for Giraldo, because you're going to see it wind down to about 30 seconds on the clock now, running even lower.
And that's going to be a stalemate. As Giraldo trying for that takedown, but Alexander A little too quick, a little too strong. He understands the situation. He knows he can't get taken down at that point, give Giraldo any sort of momentum or anything on the scoreboard. He's got the 5-point lead with 20 seconds to go. Just the 30 seconds of riding time, so that's not an issue for Giraldo. Giraldo backing away. He's got one last chance to try and get some more points out of this one here. 5 seconds to go in the third period. Spinning is Alexander, and he puts Giraldo down to the mat.
And sadly, it's not going to matter for Maryland because they won't have the riding time point. So with 1 second left, doesn't matter what happens now. They only won by 7. So Giraldo narrowly escaped there. It was still only let up 3 points to Maryland.
So that was a 2-point takedown by Alexander. 1 second to go. And as you said, TJ, with 35 seconds of riding time, currently will not get to the 10th point. Therefore, they will not get to the 4th team point. So Rutgers is going to escape through 2 matches, still leading 4-3 in team score. But that was an impressive performance by Jeffrey Alexander, TJ.